by now y'all done seen Paul Pierce on It Is What It Is with Cameron and Mace. He made a comment saying that if he had some of the teammates or some of the help that Wade had, that he could have just as much success, or he would have had more success, and that he would be viewed differently. Now, you said you had some facts with you on hand, so I'm ready to hear them.
It really wasn't facts. It's really, I want to ask and get your opinion. Dwayne Wade, he had a team where his best two players were Jermaine O'Neal and Michael Beasley, his second and third option. Guess how many games do you think they won, right? Dwayne Wade, Michael Beasley.
They probably won 44.
They won 47 games. That lets you know how great of a player Dwayne Wade is. I don't give a damn, Ray. If your top players is an old Jermaine O'Neal and a bust in Michael Beasley, and y'all won 47 games, I don't give a damn what nobody say. Paul Pierce could never, bro. This what kills the argument. If you could put Paul Pierce on that team, take off Dwayne Wade, and you got Paul Pierce, Michael Beasley, Jermaine O'Neal,
it's not going. It's going to be that situation different because Paul Pierce and Michael Beasley play the same position. So that's not going to work. Paul Pierce ain't a facilitator like Dwayne Wade could be. Like, it's different factors there that's not going to work.
Okay, well, take off Michael Beasley and put Ricky Davis. Paul Pierce, Ricky Davis, Jermaine O'Neal, Udonis Haslem, and them dudes. You get what I'm trying to say.
Don't get it confused, though. Paul Pierce got to a couple conference finals before he got KG and all of them. Don't forget that.
Antoine Walker. Antoine Walker
who was leading the way?
Paul Pierce. I understand that.
And who was supposed to be the more in prime player? Because Paul Pierce came out after Antoine.
Okay, let's compare their 04-05 rosters because I think they was kind of comparable. And I just really want to get your thoughts on it. The 04-05. Okay. This the team where Dwayne Wade won 59 games. I'm going to give you the roster. Dwayne Wade, Shaquille O'Neal, Eddie Jones, Haslam, Damon Jones, Rasul Butler, right? Now, I'm going to go to the Celtics team because the Celtics won their Division II that same year. Paul Pierce, Antoine Walker, Gary Payton, Ricky Davis, Rafe LaFrentz, Tony Allen, Mark Blunt.
That must have been a rookie year, Tony Allen, or second year. I didn't realize
he
was on
He was 23 years old.
He went to college, though.
I don't give a damn.
Come on.
You 23 years old.
You know what type of player Tony Allen was, though. You know what type of player Tony Allen was, though. He was
you
not
can contribute it. If you can't, no. Say, bro, this is one thing. Hey, age is age. If you can't contribute at 23 years old, I don't know what to tell you. I don't care if you're a rookie or not. I don't care.
He was always a monster on defense, but we're not about to act like he was really providing much on offense.
But I'm saying, is Dwayne Wade team that much better than Paul Pierce team at the same?
How many wins did Boston get that year?
45. Is the roster for the Heat about 15 games better?
That's the year Shaq finished second in MVP voting. Come on now. D-Wade had Shaq. He wasn't the Lakers Shaq, but he was still Shaq at that point. Now, if you would have said the next year when Shaq was falling off tremendously and they got 59 wins, I would have been like, whoa.
Okay, this is the last scenario I'm going to give you. Then I'm going to let you just speak on how you feel about them, each individual as a player. Okay, so Paul Pierce, they got bounced in the first round, right? Mm-hmm. They got bounced in the first round. They lost to the Indiana Pacers. Reggie Miller, Steven Jackson, Jermaine O'Neal. Dwayne Wade, he got bounced in the first round. They played against the Chicago Bulls. It was Lou Alding and Ben Gordon. What's more egregious? Getting outplayed by Ben Gordon and Lou Alding or getting outplayed by Steven Jackson and Jermaine O'Neal?
I know what Ben Gordon was, but at that point, Dang was no.
Which first round loss was worse?
Bro, we know how good the Indiana team was. The only problem they had was y'all got too many knuckleheads on that team.
That's the only problem they had. This wasn't the Indiana team. This was the Indiana team.
But they was already good, though. When they got Ron Artest, too, they were just like, okay, boom. But they was already a solid team.
But they was third in a division, though. Like Celtics had a better record than them. That's what
that's just like that Warriors team that we believe. Okay, record don't always show how good of a team you is.
So
some teams can beat anybody.
So losing to the Bulls was more egregious in your opinion with Dwayne Wade?
Losing to a Bulls team that didn't have a prime Derrick Rose or a Michael Jordan on it, yes, that's ugly. They had Eddie Curry as a center.
No, they had Ben Wallace. Oh, Ben Wallace.
No.
So I agree. I think Dwayne Wade elevated worse teams better than Paul Pierce. I feel like that kind of just signifies he's just a better player. Like if you had less, I'd rather have Dwayne Wade.
Oh, come on now, I'm taking Wade over Paul Pierce. I don't even know why I even rank Paul Pierce among small forwards. It's a given that Dwade is the third greatest shooting guard we ever seen. He a top 5 guard we ever seen. So you can say what you want. Like, when it comes to just guards, the only other guard I put over him after Kobe and MJ is Magic. People can have an argument for Zeke and all them. No, I'm taking Wade. He number 4. So he number 3 at his position. He number 4 is just a guard, period, in my opinion. As far as Paul Pierce, he's somewhere between 11 and 15 for all time, probably small forward in my opinion.
But my thing is, it's close. Like, it's disrespectful to say it's not close between Paul Pierce and Dwayne Wade.
The only reason why it's close is because Wade had to change his game because he started having injuries, so his numbers started going down. Then he ended up getting with LeBron and Bosh. When they was both the guys on their teams, it was not close.
Okay. I feel where you're coming from. I think what Paul Pierce is leaning on, he's leaning on the fact that it's close. Like Dwayne Wade, everything is close. Outside the All-NBAs, everything is pretty much close. He's trying to argue just because it's close, he got an argument. No, just because it's close don't mean you have an argument.
Man, he went on Basketball Reference before he got on the show and saying that his points per game wasn't that crazy behind Wade. He realized how many points he done scored in his career. That's you looking at one aspect. Like Wade was looked at as a 2-way.
And that's another thing. You seen the I Am Athlete episode where they had Antoine Walker on there, and Antoine Walker, you know, he played with both. And he was like, man, it's close, quit disrespecting Paul Pierce, and woo. Brandon Marshall got on his ass. He was like, say, man, you can say what you want, but that is not close. Dwayne Wade at his peak was just as good as anybody. The only reason why we don't say he's up there with Kobe and Jordan, the reason why it's a gap between all 3 of them is just because Dwayne Wade didn't do it long enough. And then you can argue that Dwayne Wade lost a lot of prime years when he did have Jermaine O'Neal and the Michael Beasleys and the Mario Chalmers as his help. But to still almost win 50 games with them dudes, Ray, he almost won 50 games with his second and third option being Michael Beasley and Jermaine O'Neal at 32 years old. You see what I'm saying? Like that shows you how special he was as a player when healthy. Now, you can say Paul Pierce is more reliable. He gonna be on the court more. But when we talking about just talent, it's not. Yeah, give me D-Wade. But, you know, it's not crazy for if I was Paul Pierce, I wouldn't say Dwayne Wade just better than me like that. But I wouldn't be going around just trying to make that into no thing either though. Because
he done did this before though, and Jalen Rose wasn't having it.
Found some shit I love to do, so I can look comfortable. Searching for a peace of mind, need that when it's time to rhyme. Perfect in every line, any chance I get, and I know it takes time, but I would never quit.